one spliff, couple Guinness.
Yeah, but that'd be cool. I'd be into that. When it doesn't work out, so you improvise. That wasn't.
That could be used. That could be used in so many contexts.
Aww.
It's so cute though. On someone's credit card or something.
Oh. Wow, that's cool. Check out that.
Oh.
It's actually, weirdly, it's kind of a nice day to be here.
Yeah. No, the rain adds to it.
Yeah, wow. Okay, checking out the dome thing.
The dome. So, this was very short-lived, but a great experience. My friend was an Aussie called Ava, who was lovely, and we spent the day together in the city just exploring it, looking around. Had a really lovely time, and then in the evening went to a karaoke, which was just absurd and hilarious. And then from there we got some drinks, and then we were having and I had a conversation with 3 Dutch people from Leiden who we let into the hotel because the guy at the door wouldn't allow them. So we let them in because they were really nice. And then spoke to them for a long time until about 1:30 in the morning, and then ended up chatting with Ava till about 2:30, and I was so fucked. Wish me luck.
Become like the blood in my veins, saying I'm way too young to be stuck on the rain and still it's peak. Weeks till I figured out you play keys. 18, you put listening to
Back to the vlog. This is day 49, I believe, of travels, and we are on the train to Barcelona, and we have Mina again. Had a 2-day trek from Slovenia all the way through Spain, so France to Lyon, and then Lyon to here. Yeah, excited to see what each part of the trip entails, and we've got Andalusia after, which will be really fucking cool. So we just went through Champagne.
It was not champagne. Like,
This
it
is
was
not
like
champagne.
a while ago.
When we went through earlier, these are more vineyards. We're here in Barcelona with the erotic museum. Boobies. Tonight we've arrived in Barcelona about 9, and I've decided to go out and Mina's gonna have a night in. I'm currently running on about, this week, a total of 20 hours of sleep, so hopefully sleep deprivation should actually help.
Mi nombre es Bad Bunny, un gusto, un placer. Aprovechame hoy que obligado no me vuelve a ver. Tu baby quiere que la rompa. Luca, step back, la yompa. Tú estás loco por...
Welcome to day 50 of the vlog. After a long day of shite on the trains, we managed to get to Sevilla, where we are. Mina is very hangry, so we need to get her some lunch. Is this us? Yes. And we are gonna cook paella, because nowhere apparently sells any... That's an English car, I think. This is LDN. And E for England. We were wrong. Oh, España. Okay, now I'm wrong. Nowhere sells curry paste, so we can't make curry. So it's like how beautiful Spain is. It's also really hot. It's like 27, 25 degrees right now, and during the day it's going to be 45. I'm already sweating. So tomorrow's going to be a fucking nightmare. We fucked up when cooking our paella, and this is the end result, and it's some fucking bang scramble.
We are hostess. Yeah.
The
She was just like, no.
I
And then
cook.
she just fucking...
Gordon Ramsay, that
And I
bonita.
was just like... Amazing. And it's not even real paella. This is like a knockout version because
B-Tech.
we didn't use the right pen.
We.
Saran rate the Saran 9 out of 10. And it's with paprika, like cooked paprika in it. Or papas, sorry. Which I usually hate, but just hits a spot.
So we're absolute dipshits and we're staying in an Airbnb and we're oh, this is all happening. We're staying in an Airbnb in number 9 and we just went to the wrong street because they all look the same here. And Mina tried opening the door. Some old lady came out like, why you try to come into my house? So yeah, she was very nice. She was very good humor. Yeah, it's very hot in Spain. It's like, this hot is gonna get like 36, 37. But yeah, it's hot. Got some tuna empanadas, just had one. They're actually fucking great. If you're in Spain, get an empanada, they're great. So fun fact, I came here when I was 12 on a year 6 trip to Seville and got churros here, and that is one of my core memories about Seville. It's mad that I've just kind of bumped into it here, but yeah, it's quite cute.
Me gusta soñar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mar, me gustas tú. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais pas. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais plus. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je suis perdu. ¿Qué horas son mi corazón? Me gusta la moto, me gustas tú. Me gusta correr, me gustas tú. Me gusta la lluvia, me gustas tú. Me gusta volver, me gustas tú. Me gusta marihuana, me gustas tú. Me gusta colombiana, me gustas tú. Me gusta la montaña, me gustas tú. Me gusta la noche. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais pas. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais plus. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je suis perdu. ¿Qué horas son?
Fun fact, I came here again on the year 6 trip when I was 12. This is my second time being here. And I highly recommend coming back if you haven't already. On a cheeky little dinner day. And we have sangria. Today we've made our transfer from Sevilla to S is out. So today we're in Cadiz, which is, well, we have a 5-hour transfer between our train and our bus, speaking of which I'm about to get hit by one. If you ever want to come to Cadiz, it's like Spanish Brighton. Look at this.
Look how blue that water is. That's proper blue. That's proper. Yo,
It's just, it's beautiful. Look at it.
science in that.
Oh, it's so zoomed in. Yeah,
Right,
fucking Dutch.
We're here at Bondi Beach today. We're going to try and rescue some kids. Our first time for dinner.
He's a little guy. So, I'm here in Conil de Frontera, which for those of you who don't know is near Cadiz, which for those of you who don't know is near Sevilla, which for those of you who still don't know is Spain. So it's absolutely gorgeous here. But today I've gone for a little swim, but not for very long because the waves yesterday were about, I think it was a strength of about 130, whereas today they're about 780. I I don't really know what that means, it's just one of the guys at the surf place showed me. Basically, for reference, yesterday I managed to fuck up my foot in 130 strength. So 700 is about waves reaching 3 meters tall, give or take, which is pretty fucking big for a wave. Even trying to get out to about like your waist depth is really hard. So yeah, that's a great place. It's a really nice place for me and Mina to end our trip, and it's just absolutely beautiful, great weather. It's nice to be able to walk around in just your trunks, or just naked, because everyone here, especially the dudes, just walk around with their cocks out. Yeah, on my way to go get some lunch and say hello to Mina. Woo. Walking behind me soon should be an old dude who's just cocking arse out. That little fella there. Small pass with his little Johnny and his arse out. That might be the most entertaining shit I've seen. There's a lot of naked dudes on this beach. Yesterday it was just a lot of naked women. Today apparently it's all about getting your dicks out. Maybe it's a Spanish thing, it alternates, but who knows. It's about 10:30 in the morning and I'm now starting my long walk to El Palmar. It's about an hour-long walk. And I was like, you know what? I want to go and hit the surf, so I've left Mina in bed so that she can sleep because she's a little bit under the weather at the moment. And I'm on my way to walk across the beach for the next hour, and then hopefully the waves should be good, because yesterday they were a fucking nightmare. You couldn't even walk into them, let alone, you know, actually surf them. So fingers crossed today the weather's better and we might get some waves. I've just come back from surfing and basically eating shit all day. I think this morning I managed to catch a grand total of 1 wave. The waves were absolutely mental. They still kind of had the force from yesterday, so even getting out there was quite hard. And then trying to actually catch one after that was quite hard as well. And I didn't wax my board, rookie error. And there were 3 moments where I kind of managed to stand on my board briefly and then just right under me.
You have not.
So we're coming up on the last days of the trip. Last night I went out with the people from Take Hostel. A really fun time, it was great. And Mina is currently incredibly ill and thundering her guts out, so I've gone to surf because the room that we have stinks of vomit. And I managed to go surfing and take off my wetsuit and pull out my earring and lose it. And then just to go in the changing room and find it in my wetsuit. And then lose it again. Today is my last day in Conil and El Palmar. I've just had my last surf with Roman, Johan and Lisa. So I'm just walking back before we all go back out later. This will be my last walk and look at El Palmar. It's a very bittersweet feeling, but it's been such a good time and I don't regret a second of it. It's just a whole ass fucking tuna. She's dead in the water. Today is my last day in Conil and I'm currently leaving to get to Barcelona, and I would probably say this has been my favourite place so far, just purely based on the people that I've met. There are just some really great, wonderful people working at the hostel and staying there as well. I'm going to miss them a lot. The surfing as well has been amazing. Yesterday I managed to get one last surf session in with Eileen and Roman and successfully caught the best wave I've caught this entire trip. And maybe the best one I've caught all like my life, because for me a 2 meter drop in is quite good. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this place, but hopefully gonna be back in the future. So another fun day in Spain, as having gotten to Seville, I haven't managed to actually get on a train to Madrid, but I did manage to see a friend I've met along the way, so that was nice to catch up with someone, and the first person I've seen as a kind of remat kind of thing, which is nice and hopefully going to be a thing that keeps happening. But now I've got to get the out of Spain tomorrow, and annoyingly Spain doesn't do trains that go through the night. You Spain, where are your sleeper trains at? So yeah, fingers crossed. Find a bed to sleep in and not a park, but we'll see how it goes. Yesterday, after the most awful with trains, I've managed to make it from Cadiz, from Conil to Sevilla. So my plans of going to Frankfurt to meet up with a friend sadly slipped through the cracks, and now I just need to bomb my way through all of France and Belgium and get to Zwolle in time. So I've woken up incredibly early this morning at 7 after smoking a zoot with some of the people I met in my dorm, and stupidly going to bed around like half 2 a.m. So on an entire sleep of about 4 hours, and trying to see if I can make it through the day without dying, and hoping to God that I catch this first train. Finally got some good luck. I've managed to get not only a reservation but also McDonald's after being checked at the most intense train checks you'll ever get, which is the Spanish ones. Luck is striking again, and my train just doesn't exist to Port Bow. So I should be in theory getting into Port Bow at, I think, 5 minutes before my next train, and the first time from Port Bow. Going forward, hopefully. Won't be too fast. On my way to the only hotel in the area. Burger, a lot of wind, and hopefully I get there without getting mugged or some shit, because this place just doesn't feel safe to live. Burger's not bad though. Burgers are actually kind of busting, that might be because I'm hungry. I'm sorry, this just looks like where it's like somewhere you get chefed up. What the am I doing here? Spain's transit for putting me in Perpignan, France. I was planning on not spending a single day in this country. I'm going to France. This is the worst planet. So I paid 145 euros to get on the only other train out. I swear to the next French person who does any thing is getting most useless bunch of rules, French, and it sounds like you're choking on a all the time. I'm going to commit a felony. You little wank. To add to the reasons why France has the worst network on the planet, the machines are terrible. You have to use a little scrolling pad, which is super uncomfortable. This is the thing that irks me the most. Platform 1234 is 1342. After the two most harsh and draining, both physically and mentally, days of my entire trip, I've fallen asleep and woken up on my train. And I've never had such a big smile to be going, oh my god, I'm out of France. Now I'm just walking to a hostel for the night. I'm fucking out of here in the morning, into Netherlands, where hopefully I'll see my boys and my babies again before I go to Leiden and then back home. I've had a successful day in Belgium. I've managed to not only cop pizza but also the last lighter of the trip into a hostel, and I'll be spending my last day travelling here. So it's a lovely sunny morning here in Brussels, and yet again I've woken up incredibly early. I've got some cold pizza from last night left over for lunch / breakfast. So lash my whole way back to Zwolle. Hopefully see my lovely boy Nabil, who's been a year. It's been nearly exactly a year since I met this man. And then hopefully one day again also be up with everyone that I've met here. I'd love to see all of them again because just delightful people. Now, compared to France, this is a train station I like because not only are they in time order, they are also given their stations and platforms already instead of 5 minutes before they arrive. Just had my last wholesome interaction on my journey, where I met a Canadian couple named Bill and Ellie who were travelling to Luxembourg and offered some help with directions, and were very sweet and had a lovely long chat with them, and even gave me their details if I ever go to Canada and would like to see them again, which is incredibly sweet. That was just a very wholesome little interaction there. I'm back in Zwolle. I've just come back and started packing my things and all that. I was just walking down the street, and on this trip I've kind of gotten very comfortable just dancing in public to myself, just like doof, doof. I was listening to some techno going like doof, 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 doof. And two kids like about 10 years old with bikes rode past and saw me going like this and started doing it as well, like They didn't even hear my music, they were just dancing along, and I fucking love that. Funny little interactions like that just make my day. But now I'm back in Zwolle. This is my second last location, so I'm going to pick up my Dutch goodies, which is myself, something to grind my favourite herbs in, and a little cookie for the ride home. This is my last day in Zwolle, and hopefully I'll come back, but fingers crossed. Tomorrow is going to be my last day of travel in Europe, and then it's back home, which is a really sad feeling because this journey has been so amazing. It's been the most phenomenal experience of my life, and sorry mum and dad if you're watching this, I'm getting another tattoo to commemorate it because there's no way I can, because it's just, I went on this trip at the lowest I've ever been, and I've come back out on the other side of it a whole new person and a much better one for it. With the exception of France, I think I became my lowest again for like a few hours, and also kind of xenophobic. Rules, French, but I stand by that. France, terrible train system. If you're French and you're watching this, you guys don't count, it's just the ones who are in France who are rude to me. I now have myself a grinder and a space cake, which will be fun to take. So I'm in Zwolle Central, I'm gonna miss Zwolle. It's gonna become like a second home for me on this trip, so gonna miss everyone that I've met. Miss Mina and her family, who've been such lovely hosts and just so welcoming and kind. I'm in Leiden from the last stretch of my trip. This is the last city I'm visiting, and staying here with a mate for a couple of days. Hopefully seeing some more of that while travelling. I've just gone to have dinner, slash lunch, with a friend I made in Split, Mariam. Shout out to Mariam. And that was really nice to again see another person from travelling outside of where I met them. Here boarding my last train of the entire trip, Amsterdam direct to London, so see you soon UK. I spent the rest of the trip from here just tripping balls on the train and freaking out the woman sitting next to me as I was so high, it was unbelievable. But just to end off this video, I want to quickly just list off all the lovely people that I met on this trip and give some credit to them because you were all so great, especially the people in Bled and Conil. You were the nicest people I've ever met, and I hope I see all of you again. I've already seen Sophia again from Bled, so now it's just time to see the rest of you, especially you, Harry and Tom. And I thought I'd end off this video just by showing a little compilation of all the cats and dogs that I saw on this trip, just as a little palate cleanser, because there were so many cute little stray cats and dogs, and just I just wanted to share them with you. Boy. Hey!